What's going on, everybody? This is Michael Lenz, aka Big Moki, and welcome to the Big Moki Show. Hey, what's going on, y'all? First of all, I want to apologize for not posting in about almost a week. Your boy came down with some kind of sickness, and the other day I had a fever of like 101, so I had to get that to break. Lots of fluids and stuff like that, and man, I missed 2 days of work. It was crazy. It was crazy, Ooze. Yeah, so during the time when I was sick, there was some things that I wanted to talk about. But first, I want to talk about, you guys ever go to Walmart and you go to the self-checkout line? Everybody wants to go to the self-checkout line. Am I right? Even me included. Okay? But I think there needs to be some kind of customer policy these days, because it seems that every Walmart that I go to, okay, everybody wants to check out at the self-checkout. You got like a family of 10 with 2 baskets of groceries, and guess what? They at the self-checkout. You got 2 dudes that are broing it out, and they got a basket full of bro groceries, and guess what? They broing that self-checkout out. You got 2 lady chicks, doing lady chick things with their lady chick baskets, and it's full of groceries, and guess what? They're at self-checkout. Now, on top of that, not only are these people at self-checkout, including myself, but not a basket full of stuff. Every Walmart I've been to, the self-checkout, self-checkout, the small Walmarts have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 checkouts. Okay? Some Walmarts have, I don't know, about 12 self-checkout areas. Well, the one I go to mostly and particularly, 2, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 8, maybe 7, I don't know. Half of them are out of order. Okay? So now you got this big old long line of people waiting to be, check themselves out. And I was like looking around. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to stand in the self-checkout line. I'm going to go to the 10 item or less, because your boy only got 2 items, So, but the thing is, you see the frustration on everybody's faces. You can hear their breath, that breath that they take, that in their mind. You can just tell, I wish this dude would hurry up. I wish this lady would hurry up. They're taking forever. Half this stuff is, the checkout's not even working. So it's like, Walmart, you got to come up with a policy with these self-checkouts, Goose. You know what I'm saying? Because you got these people wanting to self-checkout a whole freaking $300, $400, $500 worth of groceries at self-checkout. Okay? I say this. If you have 10 items or more, go to a regular ass checkout stand and let them work. That's why they keep 10 items or less and 2 more open, maybe 3. And you got those cashiers just kind of just standing there. And if I was me, I'd be like, hey, ooses, I'm open. Don't wait on these people. I'm open. And I'll help them out. Plain and simple. So if you got more than 10 items, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got 2 basketfuls, don't go to self-checkout. Come on, man. Go to a regular ass checkout. Check out your items and be on about your day. Because your boy right here and a whole bunch of ooses are like, dude, hurry up. You only got like, I don't know, $300, $400, $500 worth of groceries. Me, I got maybe like, the way inflation is these days, I got 2 items. I only got $30 worth of stuff here. Okay? I got sandwich stuff right here, oos. That's clearly $25, $30 right there. That's easy self-checkout, oos. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, when you go to Walmart, be prepared to see these folks, at the self-checkout line with a whole bunch of groceries. And with that, I'm going to take a swig for the working man. Cheers. That is good. That is my own concoction I brought up. And it has something to do with Dr. Pepper and some other stuff. But yeah, man. So moving on, I wanted to talk about, let me see, because I got my questions here for my email that I'm going to read later. Yeah, the questions are right here. All right. Woo, it is hot. I went for a walk today. I was listening to on Apple Fitness, they have these celebrities you can walk with, and they tell their story, and like they walk for like maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, and I was listening to one with Jason Segel, and I noticed on How I Met Your Mother, he ended up losing like a lot of weight, getting ready for a movie, and cool dude, big fan of him. He kept it off, and that's what I'm trying to do right now, But he was like, his mentor said that walk outside for 2.5 hours. Everybody has 2.5 hours. And if you think about it, we all do. It's just how are we going to prioritize that 2.5 hours? Because we can easily go to work, come home, and just chill out. And then like that'd be 2.5 hours right there, you know what I'm saying? So I guess like just for motivation for myself and for you guys, just get moving, man. Like start walking, United States is the leading country in like high blood pressure and heart disease and diabetes and stuff like that. I don't even know I'm talking about this. This wasn't even my plan to talk about that, but I will say, get out there, go walk, and do your thing, Oos. At least for 30 minutes, make it a goal. You don't have to do it for 2.5 hours. Make a goal of like going half a mile. The next thing you know, do a mile, 1.5 miles, too. Let it build up to where you can get to 4 or 5 miles, in a walk. And then you get to a point where it's like your legs are stronger, your feet are stronger, your lungs are feeling a little stronger. Start jogging. And I know the toughest part about doing that is the mental. We have to be more disciplined than what we are now these days. And I tell you what, man, hey, there's a lot of things that's making us lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing it right now. Like, I got my camera in front of me, my iPad, I got my phone here, I got my computer right there. But I did go out for an hour and a half. I walked almost 3 miles, a little casual walk. Haven't done it like, I skipped maybe like 2-3 weeks, maybe. But make sure you get active, get your heart pumping, get moving. You know what I mean? Like, do it for yourself, do it for your health, and just do it for America. Speaking of America, everybody be careful. It is Memorial Day weekend. Monday is Memorial Day. So everybody be safe traveling. Me, I travel to work. So everybody just be safe and be cautious and keep your eyes on the road and things like that. All right. I digress, ladies and gentlemen. There is something that I've learned this week. And I know I talked about women before, about the 6 types of red flags that men should look out for. But this time I want to talk about some of the most dangerous ideas that people have about men. Okay, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, one of the things, that whole thing with P. Diddy, I was really feeling sick at the time when that video came out, and I really wanted to like get on here, but I was like feeling really sick and coughing and fevered and whatever. But, in my opinion, and I know this is about a week or 2 weeks old now, but that P. Diddy apology it was baloney. Okay, I'll be point blank with that. It was not from the heart. If you watched it, you can tell. You can hear it in his voice. There is no sincerity in his voice. He didn't even mention Cassie, that poor girl. You know, I'm a man, and I'm a man of depression and anger, and, you know, I have a past, but, you know, I go to counseling. I'm getting that taken care of. I'm getting that corrected. I'm able to share my story with people because I didn't have like a mentor or somebody to help guide me the right way growing up of how to act and react towards things and how to be accountable for your actions. No matter how, if people do you wrong, you're still going to be accountable of how you react to how they treat you. Okay, so remember that, especially us guys out there, you know, especially in today's society, you know, man, we can say one joke and it'll blow out of proportion. One little joke and it'll blow out of proportion. And for, you know, let's be honest, for women, they can say the same joke and it'll be like, oh, that's just a brush under the rug. Now that's something people say, well, that's just how the days are. No, I think that's baloney. People talk about equality. It needs to be equality in every single aspect in life. You know what I'm saying, Oos? If one dude say a joke and he gets in big trouble for it, and if the lady says the same type of joke and it's just a brush under the rug, that's not equality. That's straight up discrimination. Okay? So I don't have nothing against women. What I do have something against is how people are judged and treated if people are saying and doing the exact same thing. There is no equality, okay? There's none. You know, you say a joke and somebody be like, well, you're a man. You're a man. You can't, you're a man. You know, you're a man. No, that's, hey, no. You know, that's just like saying, you know, if a woman went to go vote and they don't have voting rights, you're a woman. You're a woman. You know, I'm only talking about this. I only talk about things that I get myself. You know what I'm saying? Like what I go through. So I'm not like, you know, just talking out of my ass. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. But I'm just saying, like, people talk about equality. You need to start with that. Stuff like that. Because, you know, men and women can't be getting away with stuff. Women can't get away with stuff that men get in trouble for. That's not equality. Like I said, that's straight up discrimination. All right, so I'm moving on. So this is some of the most dangerous ideas people have for men. And the reason why I brought up the P. Diddy thing is because you can't let one man, you know, put every single man in America and the world in a box and say, if he's like this, he'll do this. If he did this and he's done this and that to change his life, he'll still do this. That's not right. All right. Most dangerous ideas people have about men. Number one, men are naturally more sexually aggressive and have higher sex drive than women. Number two, men don't really care about romance. All they want is sex. Number three, men can't really control their feelings or sexual urges. Number four, men who are jealous or overprotective just really care a lot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then number five, men believe that they should be dominant and in control in a relationship. E.g., treat them mean, keep them keen. Okay, so that's the ideas that some people have in their head. And this is true stuff. This is true stuff. So next on this paragraph, it says all of these stereotypes are dangerous because they put pressure on young men to live up to them, okay? And provide an excuse to hurt and use women and girls. And not only are they dangerous, they are just plain untrue. They are not true at all. The truth is, there is no evidence to suggest men's sexual desires is any greater than women's. In fact, research have found levels of desires between the sexes are pretty well matched. And, you know, I've known women that are more sexual driven than men. So this is what I mean by there is no equality, because us men are like always put in this box, and because we're men, we got to be a certain way, but it's okay for a woman to do it. It don't work like that. Okay. The truth is, guys can fall in love and into romantic relationships just as much as women do. You know, if you ask me, I'm a hopeless romantic myself. I'm a big time hopeless romantic. I'm very much romantical, baby. That is me. Truth is, anyone who tells they cannot control their feelings or urges is probably making excuses for their bad behavior. That is so true. That is so true. That's where accountability comes in. And there's a lot of men, and if not, there's a lot more women that do not know how or just won't take accountabilities for their actions or the words that they have spoken. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, but that's not true, because you gotta have equality. The truth is, if one person is in control of the relationship, it is probably a great relationship. That's a big time Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, hell no. It is not a pretty sight when somebody wants to be in control in a relationship, Ooze. I tell you why. This is why. You go to work, okay? You don't text your lady all day because you're busy. You're busy at work. Let's say in the past you made a mistake. Let's say you stepped out on your lady. You guys went to counseling. She forgave you, this and that. And this is like 10 years later, and she's still bugging you about that one time. And because of that, she feels like she has to control you. She has to know where you are at all times. She has to have your locations on. And if she has availability to surveillance cameras at your job, she will be watching you. She will be sitting down with her pajamas on, with that popcorn, maybe some red wine, and she'll be watching your every move, even if you do nothing. Not even if, even the whole shift, your 8, 10, 16, 12-hour shift, you're doing nothing but work. She's in there just watching you. You get like a corporate or boss lady come in, ring, ring, ring. Who was that person you was talking to? Why were you talking to her? What's her name? Well, that's my boss. Well, what does she want? Well, I have to get some stuff done. I have a quota to meet. I have a time. I'm in a time crunch. Well, I don't know. I think she was standing too close, and maybe next time have her not wear an outfit like that. I'm like, what? Are you? Are you serious? And then you get home and it's like, how come you went that way? How come you didn't go that way? How come you didn't call me when you told me you were going home? How come you didn't text me? How come you didn't tell me you were clocking out? I'm like, dang, do I need to tell you when I need to take a next breath? Control. No, it is only healthy when both parties submit and serve each other in a relationship. The truth is, being jealous or overprotective does not mean someone is extra affectionate or really loving. There's signs of insecurity and are often signs of I don't know, something control, whatever. This is true. This is true. One time I was dating somebody, and she was like, you can show me you love me by, you can show a little jealousy. I'm like, I wasn't raised like that. Love is not jealous. Love is patient. Love is kind. Okay? Okay? If I get a little jealous, it's because it's my insecurities. Things that has happened to me that has nothing to do with you, but I'll put the blame on you, just like it was done to me. But I won't do that because I know my insecurities, especially in a brand new relationship, doesn't come from you. Okay? Okay? Yeah, man, look. The jealousy may arise and this and that. You might feel a little insecure about some things, but check it. When that happens, talk to your spouse, talk to your partner, hey, when you said this about this person, it made me feel this type of way, that's why you've been working out and blah, 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 or you've been doing this, subtle changes that even men and women will do in a relationship, to, capture the attention of their loved ones. So, women, I know you guys get all flustered with Jason Momoa and whoever else out there, these movie stars. You guys go all crazy. You post all this type of stuff. There was one time, I have a friend I went to high school with. It was Aquaman, when Aquaman first came out. And she posted something on Facebook. It was a meme of a waterfall. And I was like, if I did that over Halle Berry or somebody else, I'll be blocked, I'll be banned, I'll be called a pervert, I'll be called this, I'll be called that. But because it's a woman that did this over Jason Momoa, they can say and talk all sexual, it's okay. But when a man does it, it's against the law. That's what I mean. There's no equality, ladies and gentlemen. There is no equality, not whatsoever. Show me in a book somewhere where it says why it's okay for a woman to lust after a man like that, and a man can't do that to a woman. Show it to me. Show me why it's okay where women can go and post selfies and stuff and get all kind of likes from strange men. But if a man go and a selfie of another woman, it's hell to pay. It's hell to pay. So show me in a text where that is allowed. I didn't think you can. I dare you. But you won't, because there's not. Equality. Is there real equality, though? Let's see. The phrase, treat them mean, keep them keen, that's treating women badly, will keep them interested. It won't. It's just disrespectful. And if you know women, you keep treating them mean and disrespecting them like that, they're just going to keep building that wall until they're finally tired. And then they built a wall around you, and they shut you out, and they're done. And now the next thing to do, they're planning their escape. They're planning their escape out of the relationship, and they ain't gonna tell you nothing. They ain't gonna tell you nothing. Us men, we're different. If we're done, we're done. We'll tell you, hey, I'm done now. I can't do this. I've done it before. I told a woman, I'm done. Don't call her, don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Since we're talking about stereotypical stuff, stereotypes, why are stereotypes dangerous? Because when people quote or use them, they start being thought of as the truth. Ain't that the truth? And we start feeling like we have to live up to them. Stereotypes, like the ones above, will affect expectations of relationships and thoughts and feelings about partners. How can guys have real emotion, romantic relationships when everyone believes it's part of a man's nature to only care about sex? And what kind of relationship do we expect men to have when they're given advice like treat them mean and keep her keen? Those are abusive relationship tips. Pressure to subscribe to those stereotypes can come from everybody, not just from men. Just as it can affect everybody, not just women. Because really, we should all be free to be our best selves. Free from unfair and unfounded stereotypes. That, oozes, is true. People talk about, live your best life. Now, people can get that twisted, because a woman or a dude can go to their friends and you're like, oh, leave him, leave her, live your best life, sister. Live your best life, bro. YOLO, YOLO. When you're in a relationship, you don't take your problems to your friends because we already get it anyways through social media, through everywhere. It's these little seeds that people plant in our heads, that the media plant in our heads. So, if just sit back and notice, there's always some type of trend. What was it like 3-4 years ago? Hot girl summer. Come on. That was the most divorce rate of all time. Women asking for divorce, okay? Then there was a trend of celebrating divorces, okay? Which I would never celebrate a divorce, because that I thought that was a covenant. Even though, you've made your mistakes, you don't have to keep paying for your mistakes, even though people are just going to put you in that box. But divorce is not something to be celebrated, unless like you got out of there within an inch of your life. But if you just up and leave because, your man or your woman cheated on you, they were unfaithful, yeah, that's abuse mentally, emotionally. But to celebrate it, no. It's all media. It's all trends. This is all what they want us to do. They want us to be distracted. And a lot of times, the distraction works. And us men will be always put in a box. I only say this because I've lived this. It's like, why can't I just have a day where it's like, I know everything is copacetic, I deserve that, I deserve to like just go to work and not worry about anybody acting like whatever or spreading rumors about whatever and this and that. But no, man. There's things I worry about, just like any other single man out there, wondering where your next meal's going to come from, whatnot. But, I'm here. I'm doing what I love with you guys. I'm talking. I should have went live, but, it's Sunday, and I'm pretty sure everybody's out and about. So, you'll hear this when I post it. Yeah. Hey, look, man. You got to learn to live for yourself, your family, and not be so weak-minded to where when people plant these seeds in your head, you're just going to go with it. That's all it is. We all love social media, but you got to be careful. You got to be strong-minded. You got to know what's real and what's not. Okay? Hey, look. I write down in my book questions that people send me. I got a little diary book here. So I'm going to segue. I'm going to get off of that subject because it was kind of real. It was kind of real ooze, But now I want to, I got some emails that people sent. You can send me some emails. You can send me some questions or topics you guys want me to talk about. Today's topic, which you saw me with some paper, I researched it, was from my email. You can email me at thebigmonkeyshow@icloud.com. You can send me questions, topic ideas, and I'll speak about it. And your name will be incognitas. All right, check it out. Question 1. What is the quality? Let me see. What is the quality you most like in a woman? Oh, wow. A quality that I love in a woman. A lot of my associates would say I really like high maintenance women, I guess. I don't know. Women they gotta get their hair did, their makeup did, all that stuff. But honestly, man, as long as she's like, chill and super nice and can talk How I Met Your Mother or Star Wars or, Marvel movies with me, I'm good to go. You know what I mean? Nice, funny, somebody who's interesting when she's talking, because I'm not really much of a conversationist, believe it or not. When it comes to a relationship, I'm more of a listener, and then I'll ask questions about the story, but then that's about it. So what I like about women is, that they're my type of quality woman is that she's uplifting, she's positive, she has a good head on her shoulders, and she just knows what she wants. Yeah. All right, next one. Which word or phrase? It says, which word or phrase do I use the most? I think this person emailed me this on purpose because it's been pointed out to me that I use the word uso a lot. Uso just means brother in Samoan, from a man to man. Okay, but if you're greeting a woman, that's something totally different. Okay. What or who is the greatest love of your life? My kids are the greatest love of my life. It'll be God, then my kids, my family, but my kids are a spawn of me. They're all musicians, and they're all very athletic. All right, let's see. What else do we have on my questions? Okay. I be writing these down, man. So I got a diary just for this. Yeah, a diary book, whatever. Anyways, if you can change one thing about yourself, what can it be? If I could change one thing about myself, it'll probably be stuttering. Now, I know Moses stuttered and he was a fearful leader. See, I just did it there. When I say a lot, it's to help me from not stutter so much. And that my grammar will be like pristine, but it's not. But I do love it. I love myself. If I can just not stutter, that would be great. That will be awesome. Okay, that's just me. I stutter. That's just me. All right, last question. What do you consider your greatest achievement? My greatest achievement. There's a lots of them. Oos. Winning state in football with my teammates. My kids. You know. I don't know, man. There's a lot of learning how to play the drums. You know. Doing this, my podcast with YouTube and Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Those are my greatest achievements. You know, I got quite a few. I don't have trophies or anything to show for it, but I know my worth, and I know what I'm great at, and I know you know what? My very first CrossFit competition, it was a team competition. We got third place. The last one I did though, we didn't play so well, but you know, that was one of my greatest accomplishments, especially working with a team. And I needed that because, you know, I lived in a town where everybody knows everybody. I'm not from that town, and it was like I always like made myself like a hermit or like a hide because I didn't know anybody there, and you know, I felt like an outcast, like I don't belong because I didn't grow up there, so I didn't have friends or family there, so it was very, very, very hard for me because nobody in that town could relate to me, and it's sad because, you know, at the time when I had a wife, it was like I was like begging and searching for that type of help, and poor thing, she couldn't help me. She tried to, but me being stubborn in my mind, and in my thoughts, it was just, you know. But yeah. Hey, look, check it. I think I had a good show today. It was a good show. We talked about weird people at Walmart. We talk about the dangerous stereotypes that people place on men, you know. But I'll be having a guest coming soon, so hopefully it'll be my first remote show. Hopefully everything will go well. I'm hoping. And after that, I got some more guests coming. Yeah, but you guys, please remember to always hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And please subscribe to this show, because I can't do this without you guys. I got to get to my next goal, guys. And I got that space on my wall for my next goal. It's going to be a while because I'm just a regular bro. I'm just a regular oos. But, you know, I have faith. It could happen real fast. All right? Hey, check it. I just want to say thank you guys for listening, watching. Remember, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube, The Big Moki Show. Also, if you go to iTunes, I have a brand new single out. It is called Can We Just? Please go pick that up and listen to my singing voice and a little bit of rapping. It's just something that I love to do. I love music. Go by iTunes, pick that up. It's called Can We Just? All right, guys, thank you for listening. Love, live life. Deuces. Ooses.